Poked away from behind. In transition, this is Watson, who slams it home for the second time tonight. All Northeastern in the opening 20 minutes, and a large part of that had to do to collective shooting from the outside, and specifically the hot hand of Jahmyl Telfort going for 20 points in the first 20 minutes.
Huskies have done a great job of moving the ball, getting him some easy looks, getting A&T in rotation, and see here Telfort with the top of the key three. Great job by McClintock too throughout the first half, finding Telfort in different situations, coming off out of bounds plays, a little bit of everything for these Huskies.
And a big 4-point play at the end of that first half. You see the stat line for Telfort, 7 of 11 shooting, including a nearly perfect percentage beyond the arc. As a group, Northeastern shot 53% from the floor and 64% from beyond the arc. Northeastern with a 45-31 lead here heading into halftime. And for Northeastern, they're playing well, but if you're North Carolina A&T, what do you want to see to get yourselves back in this game?
Yeah, you really need to get back to your roots. I mean, they're really good in transition, and they need to defend without fouling, which they've done, but they're not defending aggressive enough, and Northeastern's getting some easy buckets down low, and they're not doing a great job in rotations, and that's leading to some open buckets for Northeastern. So on the defensive end, they have room for improvement, and on the offensive end, it's all about taking great shots and crashing the glass, trying to get some second chance points.
Well, and one thing that if you're North Carolina A&T, you've got to be encouraged by is the fact that this is uncharted territory in some ways for Northeastern. Their season high in three-pointers made in a game is 10, so you would hope if you're the Aggies that this is going to cool down. And the fact that Northeastern has been so good at protecting the basketball, if you can force some turnovers, the Aggies had 20 of their 31 points in the first half were fast break points. So if they can get out in transition even more by forcing some turnovers, that could really lead to some good things at the offensive end for North Carolina A&T. This is Telfort around a screen. Robinson on him. Jared Turner, perfect 2 of 2 shooting. Both shots made behind the arc in the first half. Telfort looks to back down Robinson. Instead, slips one to King, who doesn't knock down the shot but earns a pair of free throws.
Good job by King there, getting to the line. Doesn't get to the line all that often.
3 of 5 on the season for the charity stripe. Make that 4 of 6 for the number 20 recruit in Georgia in last year's class. He also had offers from Air Force, Tennessee Tech, UMKC, the Kangaroos. Makes them both. Alongside Danny Young, Adam Giardino with you. We'll be hearing from the third member of our broadcast crew, Alex Vespoli, in a little bit. All the way to the rack, and Woods elevates and finishes softly.
Good start there. Now they're going to settle into a man defense. We haven't seen a lot of zone out of them tonight. Might look to them to mix it up.
And Doherty goes to work on the interior. And after Northeastern went to the free throw stripe just 3 times in the first half, they're about to have 4 early free throw tries here in half number 2. Coming out of halftime, Alex Vespoli had an opportunity to chat with both head coaches. Alex, what do you got?
Yeah, Adam had a chance to catch up with both head coaches. Philip Shumpert, he was kind of beside himself with his team's defense. He said guys were missing assignments. They need to follow the game plan. He was really in awe of Telfort, said that he is on fire. Asked about his team being 1 for 7 from 3 in the first half. He says, that's our bread and butter. We've got to move the ball, get guys open, and adjust to the physicality that Northeastern's playing with. Bill Cohen, meanwhile, after his team's hot shooting first half, says, we've been shooting better as of late. As for Jahmyl Telfort, he's played well all season. This type of performance has been building. One cause for concern, transition defense. He really feels like North Carolina A&T has the speed to cause some problems. They limited this team from the perimeter in the first half. They don't want to see them get it going in transition quickly to the basket.
Woods with a rainbow shot that comes up begging. Thank you very much, Alex. It's, again, Alex Vespoli, third member of our broadcast crew. And both of these teams making a concerted effort to get into the lane, draw some contact, and we're already seeing just about as many free throws here early in half number 2 that we saw in the entire first half.
You see the replay here. Good job by Woods getting into the paint, getting to his right hand, getting to what's comfortable, and that's what A&T is going to need to do in the second half. Get to their bread and butter, just like Alex talked about.
Woods has had 13 or more points in every game this season but one. Averages 17 a game. Turner flashes. This is back to Troutman. Telfort drives into a double team. Poked away from behind. In transition, this is Watson who slams it home for the second time tonight.
Great job by Woods there, getting his hand in Telfort. Had a bit of a mismatch and then getting it up to Watson for the easy bucket. That's exactly what A&T wants in the second half.
The first slam we saw from Watson, he was doing it over the top of Chris Doherty. This one was unimpeded in transition. The lead for Northeastern as large as 16 early in this half, trimmed back to 11. Telfort finding no daylight here in the second half. A three from Turner, a rare miss of late for him, and a foul from behind. A bump on Demetric Horton whistled. Foul on the floor, no free throws forthcoming for the Huskies.
That's what the Huskies love to do. They love to get those second chance points, and I'm sure Coach Shumpert isn't too pleased with that possession there.
Open look for King. Didn't take it. Instead, now it's Doherty on the baseline. Works on Fillmore. Too strong. Rolls off the rim, and it's Fillmore with the board. Woods tees it up. Knocks it down. And we're back to single digits for the first time here in the second half.
Hand down, man down. Woods saw Telfort being lackadaisical, and Huskies get it right back with Doherty going to the free throw line and the basket.
A deft finish by Doherty, and a major response for Northeastern. Not that A&T's knocking on the door quite yet, but again, that 16-point lead had been cut in half, and then you've got your veteran post player going to work on Fillmore.
Good move there by Doherty, and this is what A&T has done throughout their non-conference slate is they get on these runs and Northeastern can't get caught sleeping. It's very easy for A&T to get down a bunch and then come back with a 10-0 swing, 12-0 swing. That's no problem for them. They've been there.
A curious substitution here. So Fillmore picks up a third foul. He's a 6'7" grad student. But they swap in Kyle Duke, a 6'4" sophomore who plays just 11 minutes per game, wearing number 0. But this is Woods going to work. Floater in the lane, nope. Gets his own miss right to the rim.
Great possession there by Woods, and everybody on that bench is looking for a foul. Didn't get it, but it's probably just going to add fuel to the fire, and they do. They get it right back.
This is Woods off to Watson for another slam. Bill Cohen is off the bench, but not signaling for a timeout yet. He wants his team to play through it as their lead has trickled down to 7. McClintock, great patience with a couple of up fakes, and gets swallowed up by Robinson for the hard foul.
Good job by McClintock there, keeping his composure. Got the first fake, wanted to go up, saw Robinson, was like, I'll take this opportunity to get the foul now. And that's what Coach Cohen does such a great job of too, is understanding the temperature of the game, realizing what his guys need. They just came back from Davidson on the road, where Davidson went on a bunch of runs at home, and see here, A&T's got that energy going with the steal and the dunk. But Northeastern's used to playing in these tough situations where teams will get on a bit of a run, and Coach Cohen does a good job of not calling a timeout. McClintock does a great job of getting to the free throw line.
Shakes his man, hit as he fires, and Woods with 3 free throws. He staggered McClintock, and then McClintock came back with the error and a chance to trim it down to 6 with free throws when we return. The lead was 16. It's down to 9